When Moses was born, the Hebrews were slaves in Egypt.
Their population is an increase. I am afraid that they might take over my country in due course. I order that all Hebrew baby boys be killed at birth, so that they would not grow up and fight against me.
Moses' mother heard the king's order, so she made a plan.
Let me put him in this basket. Someone will find him and raise him, I know that.
She left the basket near the river. Moses' sister Miriam watched from behind a bush.
Oh God, you must save my son anyway.
She left the place with a heavy heart. Who might have left this baby alone here? I am willing to take care of this baby, but I have to find a person to take care of this baby. Where will I find her? She looked around while Miriam came to her.
I knew a woman who can take care of this baby. I know her very well.
Do you? Will she really take care of my child?
Oh, sure.
Miriam went back and brought her mother. She was happy to see her son back, but did not reveal the secret that she was his mother.
You don't worry. Definitely I'll take care of this child.
Pharaoh's daughter took him back to live with her as though he were her own son. Moses grew up as an Egyptian prince, but he never forgot he was a Hebrew. One day Moses lost his temper and killed an Egyptian who had beaten a Hebrew slave to death.
Oh, what have I done? I can't stay back anymore. I have to leave this place.
Moses walked away from Egypt and lived there for 40 years. God first made contact with Moses through a burning bush. Initially, an angel of the Lord appears to Moses in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush, but the bush itself is not being consumed by the fire. God spoke to him directly from the burning bush.
I have heard the cries of my people in Egypt. Moses, you will be one who will go there and deliver them from the slavery. You will also lead them into good and large land, to the land of flowing with milk and honey, to the place of Canaanites and Hittites. O Lord, I will be with you during our entire deliverance. Ask the Pharaoh to let the Hebrew people go. If he does not, let them go on your first request. Stretch out your hand and strike Egypt with all the wonders. After you stretch out your hand, with all of these wonders, the Pharaoh will let them go.
Moses entered Egypt and approached the Pharaoh.
Let the Hebrews free, so they can go into the wilderness to hold a feast with their God.
I will not allow even a single Hebrew to go free. I refuse to let them go free.
Moses does his first miracle in front of the Pharaoh. Moses throws his staff onto the ground and it becomes a snake. He lifts the snake by its tail, only to become a rod again.
Even my magician can perform this kind of magics. I still refuse to let them go free.
If you still refuse, severe curse will fall upon Egypt.
Moses then with his rod strikes the water. The water turns into pure blood. All the fishes are killed.
This too can be done by my magician. I still refuse.
God then hits the Egyptians with the second curse of frogs. Frogs come up abundantly from the river and they enter into the houses.
What a menace! Moses, I will let them go free. Let the frogs disappear from my land.
God made the frogs disappear. Pharaoh changed his mind.
I will not set them free.
So now God is forced to send lice all over the land. But still Pharaoh refuses. Fourth, it was flies. A swarm of flies buzzed attacked the entire land of Egypt.
I will let your people go. Call back these flies.
God pulls back the flies, but Pharaoh once more changes his mind and still refused to let the people go free. So again, God caused all of the Egyptian livestock, all of their cattle, horses, donkeys, camels, oxen, and sheep, to be stricken with a deadly disease that kills all of them dead on the spot. Still, the Pharaoh refuses to give in and let God's people go. God tells Moses to take a handful of ashes and to scatter it towards all of Egypt. It caused boils and sores to break out on all the men and beasts. Pharaoh still refuses. Egypt then received heavy hail to rain down. Then God caused locusts which completely darkened the Egypt, but still Pharaoh refused. This caused complete darkness for 3 days. Moses met Pharaoh.
This is the final one.
Moses made arrangements to sprinkle blood of a blemish-free lamb on the door of the Hebrew, so that the angel of death will not strike at that house. At midnight, the angel of death killed all the firstborns, including Pharaoh's. This finally broke the Pharaoh, and he agreed to let the Hebrews go free. Moses led all the Hebrews to the land mentioned by God.